Let it be. But me, your man, Louie T, welcome to Sunday Night Football Overtime. Washington, Eagles. Look, man, if you're looking for me to give away this victory, to talk down about this win, it wasn't pretty, it was gritty. Most importantly, it was a dub, and guess what? The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! That's right! Washington football team, 2020 NFC East champions. Read it and weep. So, I'm not here to apologize for how ugly that was or the Eagles tanking or any of that stuff. They were 6-10. You want a trip to the dance? Win enough games to qualify. We were 9-7, and I'd be damned if I'd let a double-digit loss team represent this division. You can sit on the couch with Dallas, Philadelphia, and the rest of the non-playoff teams and watch us take on Tampa Bay on Saturday night. And if you want to, I'll even allow you to wish it was you. But guess what? Enough of that. We got super chats to get to. I don't want to miss any of them. Let's get to the proceedings this evening. All right? So, got a super chat here from Joshua Ferris. Thank you for the super chat, Joshua Ferris. Greatly appreciate you. Who said, we really tried to piss this game away. Please take Sims off of punts. I like how Alex manages the game, but geez, he can't move. LOL. Smelling salts for everyone in New York. HTT WFT. Yes, I'm a big proponent of getting Steven Sims off of punts. I've already said that numerous times. I love him as a receiver. Think he can help this team, but I do not want him on punts any longer. He almost did it again tonight. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, I told you, Lou, you can sing HTTR now, brother. I'm going to sing it tomorrow on the Washington Football Nightly program. I will sing it live. I forgot all about that. I'm not going to lie to you. I had it all queued up last week, and we lost, and I forgot about it this week. But I will sing it tomorrow. I promise. Promise. As far as Alex Smith is concerned, with Joshua's comment, yeah, there's a conversation to be had about that, but we'll have that tomorrow. Carlton Pagano Jackson, my man CPJ, thank you for the super chat, who writes, what a time. Washington football team fans, we did it. Sloppy or not, I'll take a W. Drink waiting for you, Lou. Hashtag MOBB. Mob Squad. That's right. Cheers to the football team. We NFC East champions. And, oh yeah, no hats. No hat rule? You damn lie. Putting on the hats as we speak and the shirts. Mark McKnight, thank you for the super chats. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, hey Lou, I'm excited that the football team is in the playoffs, but Alex Smith does not look healthy. Tampa Bay is going to bring lots of pressure on him. That's a discussion that we have to have. That was a very uninspiring performance by Alex, and if that's how he's going to play, you might as well just go with the young fella. And if we get our ass torn up, we get our ass torn up. But like Alex, the thing I keep saying is like, at least he won't turn it over. Well, he turned it over tonight. And some of that has to do with his lack of mobility. And if he's going to do that, you might as well just throw the young fella in there. And we're not going to do that. If Alex is healthy, he's going to play. But we'll have another discussion about that. CGM87, thank you for the super chat, who writes, let's go, Lou. Ugly win, but we're division champs. Before Thanksgiving, this wasn't even a possibility, okay? Can't believe Doug benched Jaylen, but helped. Look, the Eagles, if there's a such thing as tanking, boy, they did it tonight. Like, Doug was like, look, I want to draft me a quarterback next year. I don't think Jalen Hurts is it. I want to draft me a new guy next year. Only way I'm going to do that is if we stay here at 4 wins. I think there was an agenda behind that, man. You ain't telling me a damn thing. I don't know if they were going to win or not. I still don't think, even with Hurts in there, I still don't think they were going to win. But it didn't help. That's for damn sure. Kevin the PRF, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my man. Kev writes, stealth mode activated. Pew, pew, pew. Again, I'm too hyped. I'm too excited to go back and start sniping people. But you guys know who you are. You know who you were, who counted us out. And again, I'm just as guilty because after we lost Kyle Allen for the season, I thought we were done too. So I'm not as I'm guilty, not as guilty as some of you who were talking top 5 pick and all of that nonsense, but I'm guilty too, to an extent. Metaphor, more dubs. Thank you for the super chat metaphor. More dubs. A win is a win is a win is a win in the National Football League. Alex, tough moving, but INT's not on him. Managed it enough. East champs is what matters. I disagree with that second pick. That was definitely on him. That first pick, definitely on him. Yeah, you'd like McKissick to catch it. That's a terrible throw out into the flats with nobody out there. You need to make that throw. You've been making it all night. Don't miss that throw. Don't put JD in that type of position. And Logan slipping, if he doesn't slip, it's still a pick. Unless Logan comes and knocks it away. Still a pick. It's a bad ball by Alex. Both of those picks were on him. DMV fan 123, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. DMV fan 123 says, if we're winning the division, it was always going to be with Alex, not Haskins, not Heineke. But Alex knew we weren't winning last week. Sadly, I wish that weren't true, but it was. And you know what? If losing meant getting rid of Haskins, then I was all for it. You know, it's still having a chance to win the division. So you can kill two birds with one stone, I guess. Jordan like the GOAT. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jordan writes, 2020 NFC East champs, LOL. In Ron we trust. Ron's plan. Ron's plan. Big Money Sonny. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Big Money Sonny, who writes, Lou, let's go. Brady hasn't faced 99 yet. You're right. I love the fact that we don't have to worry about a scrambling quarterback next week, man. If he gets time, he's going to carve us up. But if we can get to him, we've seen what Brady and that Bucs offense looks like when you get to Tom Brady. So at least we got a fighting chance. The chance is to keep it a low-scoring game. If they score 24, 27, we lost. We lost the football game. Jay Hunter Lee, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jay Hunter Lee writes, Cam Sims and these damn, not Cam Sims, okay? Steven Sims and these damn punt returns. And yes, we were all screaming that in the MOBB. Why is he even back there? He had a nice return tonight, but every time he does one of those, there's a boo-boo coming not too far away. Right around the corner is a boo-boo, and it almost was a big one. Kevin the PRF, double up, thank you for doubling up, Kev. Greatly appreciate you, writes, you've been saying tight end 2 all year, but that was a tight end 1 TD catch. How far has premier tight end slid down the shopping list? It's not high on the priority list. It's still something, like I told you. I told you like a week or two ago, if they went out and said we think Logan's our number 1, and they went out and got a solid number 2, and by that de facto Logan Thomas is your de facto number 1. By that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. You know, would I like them to go out and get an elite number 1? Yeah, absolutely. But if they went out and got a solid number 2 to complement him, a guy that can do a little bit of everything, nothing great, I would be all. That was a number 1 tight end catch, by the way. Yes, you're absolutely spot on. You know, that was a hell of a catch. Had to have it too. Key Smith, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Key Smith writes, I called my mom to tell her we made the playoffs. Actually, it was a guy named Carl, but he's excited and on his way to the Louie T post-game show. Good one, Key. Good one. AT&T commercial. Good one. That was a good one. Rudy Trujillo. Thank you for the super chat, Rudy. Greatly appreciate you. Rudy Trujillo writes, I told you before the season I was betting for us to win the division. When we were at plus 2,300, you giggled and said good luck. I remember that, Rudy. I remember that very vividly. How much did you put down is the real question, Rudy. You probably didn't put down very much money. I wish you would have put down $100. If you put down 5, still gonna net you some money, some good bread, okay? However, if you put down 100, that's a much different conversation we're having. But in any event, Rudy, the fact that you put down any bread, because like I said, you said it yourself, I laughed at you. It's a hell of a year for us to be sitting here talking about you being right about that, which I didn't think there was a chance in hell of you being right about that. So congratulations to you for winning some money. Congratulations to the football team for winning the division. And congratulations to us fans for being through this and winning the division. Randy Butler, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Randy writes, NFC East champs, baby. Ugly and lucky as shit, but I'll take it. And holy shit, we actually scored an opening drive. Celebrate. Mask on, though. Laughing my ass off. HTTR. A lot of things happened early that I was saying, oh, we about to do these, boys, like we supposed to. And it never got as good as it did 10-0. That was as good as it got for us until the final whistle blew in this football game. It was not pretty, as you mentioned, but I don't care. And I'm not apologizing for any of this. I don't feel bad for Giants fans. I don't feel bad for anybody out there. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. And we're going to the postseason, man. You know how it feels to play postseason football? God, this feels great. Anyway, I digress. Got another super chat. This one is from Taqui L. Thank you for the super chat, Taqui, who writes, game ball goes to the DBs. Jeremy Reeves balled out. I thought he played well. He was physical. Had the interception. The defensive backs, after a slow start, especially during that 14-point run, I thought they were tight. Everything that they got tonight, for the most part, except for that double pass, was tight. Just Andre says, Alex made the team look worse than they actually were. Still need to improve. I disagree with that. There were times where I thought Alex hurt this team, but again, that's another conversation for another day. We won the division. Brandon Hayes, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Brandon writes, everyone is 0-0 starting now. Anything is possible. The D really matters now. Absolutely. If we're going to win, and it's been this way all season, nothing has changed. If we're going to win, we're going to win with this defense. That's how we got in the playoffs. That's how we're going to survive and advance in the playoffs. If they don't lead us, then we're not going to go very far. Extra Squad, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Extra Squad writes, division champs. Taylor Heineke got to start next week. Again, that's a conversation that we need to have. I don't think he's going to start, however, but I think it is a conversation that I wasn't ready to entertain going into this game, but after seeing Alex's performance, if he's not much healthier next week, which I don't think he will be, I think that is something that you have to entertain if you're Ron Rivera. Clumsy Jedi 26, thank you for the super chat, who writes, that game was ugly, but Super Bowl, here we come. I'm not saying all of that, but that game was ugly, but we got the win, and that's all that matters. My man Barrett Downing BD, thank you for the super chat, who writes, a win is a win, so I'll take it. Now we are in the show, finally meaningful football. Respect to you, Lou. Respect to you, BD, and everybody else out there that's been supporting the team all season long. Brendan McCloskey, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Brendan writes, DC stands for Division Champs. Let's go! Absolutely. Division champs. Put some respect on our damn name. Got another one here from John Livingston. My man JL Smooth, thank you for the super chat, who writes, what up, Lou? Congrats on the win. I was watching on my phone and missed. Was Hurts benched or did he get hurt? Hashtag Bills Mafia. Let's go. No, he just got benched. And for what I don't know, he wasn't playing great. And he did miss an open receiver for a touchdown on the 4th down, but he gave them the best chance to win. There's no doubt about that, and I honestly don't understand why they did that. But again, I already told you what I think. They wanted to stay at 4 wins because there's a massive difference between 4 wins and 5 wins. There are a lot of 5-win teams this year. He didn't want to be one of them. That's what I believe. Thomas Boykin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thomas writes, bruh, Chris Collinsworth is vermin. I swear. He was terrible tonight, but look, I told you I don't have a Chris Collinsworth problem, but he doesn't respect this division. He doesn't respect this team, and that's fine. This is his first time being exposed to us, and it wasn't a great showing. And like I said, the only thing they wanted to focus on tonight was the Alex Smith and Ron Rivera angles, and that's fine, but they didn't respect this team, and that's okay. I'm not mad about that. Emperor Meech, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Emperor Meech writes, woo, boy, your whole team had lemon booty. Y'all would have lost had Philly taken this seriously and not sat so many people. Have fun getting stopped in the finest wine next week, my friend. Again, I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody thinks we're going to make an ass out of ourselves. We will represent this division well, better than you would have. Let me just say that. We're going to represent this division better than you would have. Trust me on that. When I tell you, we may not win, but we're going to represent this division a lot better than you think. William Edwards, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. William Edwards writes, hey, Lou, as a lifelong Washington fan, or Redskins fan, excuse me, this season, I've had so many mixed emotions. We scored 10 points in the first quarter, shut them out in the second half. The Kool-Aid is sweet. HTTR. That's what we do in the second half. We've done that all season, so that's all I expected us to do, is continue to do the things that we've done all season long. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat and tripling up. Greatly appreciate you. The Big Money Sonny writes, triple up, Lou. I'm hyped, and now it's time to make some noise. We're invited to the dance, brother. They shut the door after we got in. We just got in the nick of time. They shut the door behind us. Nobody else is coming in. Now it's time to cut a rug, man. Now it's time to act a fool. Now it's time to make some noise. We here. We in this bitch. Now let's go do some damage. Barrett Downing, thank you for the super chat. My man BD, greatly appreciate you. Double up, who writes, we are in the show and playing meaningful football. Respect, Lou. Absolutely. It was so nice you had to go and super chat that twice just to let them know how real it was. How real it is that we in the show. Show us some respect. Joe Halen, thank you for the super chat, Joe. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, hail to the best in the least. Ron's plan. Ron's mother effing plan. You the man, Lou. Thank you, Joe. And absolutely, Ron's plan. Ron's plan. Damn Twin Shorty Sublime, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Damn Twin, who writes, I'm not one of these hating fans saying we ain't deserved to win, but I hope we wake up next week against the New England Bucks. Hail to the mother effing Redskins. Look, man, if we don't play better than that, we will get embarrassed. But I think we will play better than we did today. We were tight. We were really tight after that start. I thought we came out loose. I thought we came out and played well, and then, the game, it kind of set in. Hey, we could win the division. I think they got tight a little bit, but a win's a win's a win. Martin Matthews, thank you for the super chat. Double M, greatly appreciate you. Writes, hey, Louie, the reason why Hurts was replaced was, who cares? We are division champs. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. We division champs. Damn right. Say it with your chest. Casper Hill, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, yo, what's good? Playoff bound, baby. Absolutely. We deserved it. We earned it. And now we here. All right. John Livingston, my man, JL Smooth, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Chase Young is an absolute dog. He still reminds me of Mario Williams, just a monster. You see Josh Allen's no-look touchdown sent you. That's a bad man. He is a bad man, and that was embarrassing what you guys did to the Dolphins today. Magical Slurpee, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Magical Slurpee writes, Chase Young live streaming their IG party on IG. As long as everybody got masks on, I don't want to get fined. I'll check that out a little bit later on. Thank you for that information, Magical Slurpee. Big Money Sonny, thank you for your 4th super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Big Money Sonny, who writes, where your drink at, Lou? Respect you, homie. I told myself I wasn't going to drink today, whether we won or lost. I've been drinking all weekend, obviously from New Year's. I've been drinking since New Year's. I said I needed a break. My body needed a break, so I wasn't going to drink today. But cheers. Imaginary cheers to all of y'all out there with a drink in your hand. Man, knock one back for me. Sean HTTR Forever, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, Louie, I understand you watch film and somewhat of a good play call from Scott Turner, but this dude is absolutely boring. Needs to be way more creative. There's only so much you can do. With his philosophy and with the guys that we have, it's only so much you can do. But anyway, Metaphor, more dubs. Thank you for doubling up. Double up. Metaphor, more dubs. Read the name change. 4 more wins. All right, love it. Q-Bone, my man Q-Bone, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Q-Bone, as always. And you were wrong about your Rams this year. You were wrong, but I'm glad you were wrong because your boys are in the dance and you got the nastiest defense in the NFC. Anyway, hashtag Louie T Live. Yo, what up, man? Playoff bound. Both of us, baby. Haven't been able to say that many times. Both of us. He says, what a crazy year. Now go feast on some Brady bunches of oats next week. In the meantime, I need to deal with some family business. That you do. And I think you'll have all your weapons back. Hopefully Jared Goff is back next week and you'll be able to go deal with some family business. I'll let you know how this Brady bunches of oats taste next week, man. Let you know. You got you some already. How did they taste? Anyway, got another super chat. This one is from the Phillies Ace 34. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, I want to stop right before I even read your comment. Thank you, the Phillies Ace 34. Really appreciate you guys. Who writes, Louie, I told you we were going to lay down for y'all, but if y'all play like this next week, you will be embarrassed. I'd rather have y'all than the Giants. You did tell us that you were going to lay down, and I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you guys because I don't know without your help if this gets done or not. Maybe we play better knowing that you guys had better players out there, but whatever the case may be, I don't care. I will take it. Thank you. And we will, I promise you, you'll get a better effort out of us next week than that. Silver V, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Silver V writes, I predicted that Alex would win the division back before he took it. You did because you're a Chiefs fan and you love Alex Smith. I thought you were crazy then. You're not crazy now, but Alex. Anyway, you said also predicted you would get to the NFC Championship game. It's 2020, the year of the unexplainable, Louie T. Now that I cannot get with you on. I would love to get there, but no, that's not happening. Anyway, I appreciate it. Derek Only, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Derek Only, who writes, Happy New Year, Lou. Happy about the win, but bad QB play. Ron gots to go with the young guy. Mad respect for Alex. Same here. I love Alex, love what he's done. But if he's not healthy, we cannot trot him out there against Tampa. They're way more aggressive on defense, a much faster and ferocious defense. They'll gobble him up. If he's going to play like that, they got to have a different answer. Big Money Sonny, thank you for your 5th super chat. Can't see you right now. Really appreciate you. Who writes, celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrations. Come on. Let's celebrate. Big Blue Rising, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Didn't expect to see you. I'm not going to lie. Didn't expect to see you. But he says, it's on site for Dougie P and the Eagle. I love it. 40 burger on their heads. But the Washington football team that were deserved winners of this division. Congrats, Lou, and good luck against Tampa. Hey, I hear you. 40 on site for those boys. And I will put my John Hancock on the 40 burger for y'all. All right? On site. I love it. JP, my man John Perez, thank you for the super chat, who writes, we did it, Lou. NFC East champs, great day for our organization and fans, and the young boys get their first taste of postseason ball. Celebrate! We getting in the dance, and like you said, the young boys are getting to taste what it's like to see what this postseason thing is all about, so they know what the standard is and what they should expect going into next season. CJ Shoots Photos. Thank you for the super chat. CJ Shoots Photo writes, hail Louie T, we did it. Everyone at home, shots. NFC East champs, baby. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Metaphor, more dubs. Thank you for tripling up. Greatly appreciate you. Metaphor for more dubs. Writes, D comes through again. 0 points in the second half. Boom. And yeah, should have been 3. They should have kicked the field goal. But again, that's not our problem. Defense did what we knew what they were going to do. We already said survive the first half, which we did. All right. We were up 3 at half. That's all we needed to do was survive the first half. We did that, and we knew what the defense was going to do in the second half, and they did. Will Diggs, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Will writes, playoff football feels good. Feels good. Yes. Yes, it does. Indeed. Jordan like the GOAT. Thank you for doubling up. Double up. Far. Gunner. On repeat. I hear you. Blast it. Derek B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. No name, but we do have a title. NFC East champs. Say it again. Say it again louder for the people in the back. Hey, we may not have a name. Maybe this is our permanent name. I don't know. But you don't got to worry about calling us none of that. Just call us NFC East champs in the meantime. We'll figure all that other stuff out later. Cruising26, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Cruising26, who writes, is Jaylen Waddle a good pick at 11? Maybe. It just depends on who else is there. Like, can you pass up the other receivers, the LSU wide receiver? Can you pass up Devontae Smith if he's there? Again, you got to see who's available before. Jamar Chase, you got to see who's available before you make that decision. It's a lot of time between then and now. But Fat American, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Fat American writes, told you O-line is trash. I'll keep saying it. They weren't terrible tonight. That's, they got to protect Alex because he can't move. You'd like Alex to be able to move just a little bit. They weren't getting beat right off the snap. They got the pocket collapsed a little bit, but they protected enough. Alex just can't move. Billy Ampifo, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Billy Ampifo writes, lucky win, but let's enjoy it. We're losing next week, though. If this is how we're looking, defense not enough. We're in QB poverty. Again, you didn't say anything other than lucky win. I don't think there was anything lucky about this win. Outside of that, I think everything you said is spot on. If we play like this, we'll definitely lose. Not only will we lose, we'll get embarrassed. They'll put up 40 on us if we play this way next week. But we'll see what happens. Let the chips fall where they may. We here. That's all I wanted. I just wanted a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. That's all I wanted was a chance. Rudy Trujillo, thank you for the super chat and doubling up. Double up. Thank you, Rudy Trujillo, for doubling up, who writes, I did. $100 won me $2,300 plus. I did 50 for us just going to the playoffs at 650. Won $2,625 total. That's my man, Rudy, right there. That's how you back up that claim you made. That's what you do. You put down 100. I thought you was going to go soft on me, put down a 5 spot and say, hey, what do I got to lose? You put down 100, that's how you win money. I love it, Rudy. Congratulations, bro. I'm happy for you. He says, gonna put some back into us going to the Super Bowl at 4,100 now. All you got to do is put 100 on it. Now that's a longer shot. I wouldn't necessarily tell you to put 100 on that one, but I mean, look, you playing with house money at this point. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Kevin Guvera, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kevin Guvera writes, NFC East is the GOAT's kryptonite. We gonna see. They have been in the past. Philadelphia, the Giants. Maybe you could serve up a little Washington his way. Isn't it funny that every time we get to the postseason, it seems like we're either playing Seattle or Tampa Bay? Just a thought. Just want to throw that out there. Anyway, King of the North, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. King of the North writes, I don't like participation trophies, but we earned the first 6 wins, so I'll celebrate that. Can't beat Tampa Bay with tonight's version of Alex. Again, nothing that you said is false there. Got to be better. Rush is variety. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Rush is variety writes, what up, Lou? So beneficial for the young fellas to get this experience. So happy for Rivera and Smith. I am as well, but again, Alex is going to have to play much better than he did tonight, or this will be short-lived. That is for sure. Grizzly1, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Grizzly1 writes, we have to remember Alex didn't give away the game either. He tried. He threw 2 picks. He tried. The Eagles just weren't able to take advantage, you know. Had they been as offensively sharp as the Panthers were last week, we would have lost this game. We would have lost this game because he turned it over. Dwayne had 2 last week, 2 picks. The only thing Dwayne had was that additional fumble. But those picks were egregious in this game. They were egregious. They hurt. Silver V, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Silver V writes, why did Ron get away from the creativity on offense that he had? That was the first 15. That was the first 15 plays scripted. After that, you get into your bag and you try to figure out what you can run, what can work. But the first 15 looked creative because they were the first few plays early in the game, the first 2 possessions were scripted plays. You script your first 15. That's why they looked so crisp and sharp and it looked fun. But they're going to have to do a little bit better than what they did this game, again, if we're going to have any chance next week. Just Andre, double up, Just Andre, thank you for doubling up, who writes, Alex needs to be benched. Bostic gotta go. I thought Bostic wasn't terrible today. Bostic has actually not been terrible the last couple of weeks. There were some plays in there, like that last play, the last possession on 4th down, he should have had that sack. But all in all, without Bostic on that 4th down, pressuring Jalen Hurts, that's a complete pass for a touchdown. And it's a different ball game. So, John Bostic giveth, John Bostic taketh away. Little Baby Angel 8, thank you for the super chat. Little Baby Angel 8 writes, why in the blue hell is Sims still back there for punts? You got me. Maybe they don't have anybody else better. Maybe they think that he's dynamic and he may bust one at any point. But, for as explosive as this guy can be, he's also combustible as well. And they've got to weigh the pros and cons back there. Like, he hasn't taken one of those to the house. They've got to understand that he's going to hurt us more so than he's going to help us. Maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe they don't have another guy. We've seen this before. Remember when we wanted him back there and they wouldn't put him back there last year? Maybe they knew something. Maybe this staff knows we don't have another guy back there. So, I don't know. I thought Danny Johnson was fine, but maybe Danny isn't fine. Anyway, Metaphor more dubs. Thank you for the super chat and your 4th of the night. Really appreciate you, Metaphor for dubs. Says, G-Men thought sweep matters. Take the L on the couch. Get out of my face with that. We're the better team because we swept them. Get out of my face with that. Man, I wish we could play them one more time. Anyway, Millie Mentions. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Millie Mentions writes, everyone expects us to lose, but we have TB12's kryptonite, a D-line that brings pressure, just need to put up some points. Look, I love the fact Ron can play that underdog card this week hard and heavy. Nobody's giving us a chance. We might be double-digit underdogs. I love it. I love it. Derek B, double up, Thank you for doubling up, Derek B. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, love TB matchup. Pocket passer equals alien versus predator. Eat. Like I said, I love, and I said this in the MOBB when we were up in the game. I said, I can't wait. When Hurts ran on a third down for a first down, I said, I can't wait till next week versus Tom Brady. Well, we don't have to worry about this shit, man. We don't have to worry about somebody escaping up the A or the B gap. Love it. I can't wait. Phantom Green, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Phantom Green writes, congratulations, Washington. Your team played hard all season, and you guys deserve this. Give them hell in the playoffs for the NFC East. Good luck. Thank you. That's from a Cowboys fan. Much respect to you, Phantom Green. Greatly appreciate you. We're going to represent the division well. That's what I've said this all along. And even if we didn't win this division, unfortunately, I was going to have to root for the Giants, which I didn't think they had a chance in hell. If it was Dallas, I really thought Dallas would have had a shot to beat Tom Brady because they could get to the quarterback. So I really thought that whomever won the division, Dallas or Washington, I didn't think the Giants were going to win. They really shocked me today. We're going to have a chance. That's why I was like, we really need to win because the Giants aren't going to beat Tampa Bay. And I know they came close the first time. This ain't the first time. They would have made adjustments, and they had opportunities, blown coverages, things of that nature. They would have taken advantage this time. They would have been a much better team against you guys this time, I think. But anyway, that's not here nor there. We got the win. We're going to the playoffs. So let's take care of business. DCJ, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, DCJ, who writes, glad we won and made no excuses on 2020 COVID-19 year, but man, Alex must be better. Felt like my childhood of Section 8. Philly giving out handouts. They definitely felt like they were an accomplice to this division crown, but I ain't mad. Joshua Farish, thank you for the super chat and doubling up. Double up. Joshua Farish writes, side note, sad face for Dolphins fans. I told you that somebody was going to be on the outside looking in, and I told you it was going to be that Dolphins football team. Unfortunately, they had to go. They weren't ready for the show yet. Maybe next year. Alonzo Yarborough, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Alonzo writes, Moreland needs to play a couple of games of pool. His angles are off target. I'm tired of seeing him whiff on tackles. He hope he clears it up in the playoffs. We'll see about that. I make no assumptions with anybody. I know he knows how to tackle on those screens, but, yeah. Jimmy missed a sack again today. Allowed a guy out. Yeah, I know. I see it. Chauncey Davis, thank you for the super chat. Chauncey, greatly appreciate you. Who says, Lou, we won the coin toss, and Cam Curl is the steal of the 2020 NFL draft. He's certainly been a revelation for this football team. That is for certain. Brandon Brantley, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Brandon writes, hail to the name redacted, hail positive outcome players on the football field. Fight for Washington football team. Thank you for that, Brandon Brantley. Got another one here from Martin Matthews. Hold on a second. Oh, it went away. Sorry about that, Martin. Sorry about that, double M. Got another super chat here from Twin D. Greatly appreciate you. Twin D writes, LT, here's my contribution to the virtual celebration. I appreciate that, Twin D. Cheers. Really appreciate you. Everyday Flash. Thank you for the super chat, Flash. Greatly appreciate you. Good to hear from you. Says, Redskins versus Bills 2020 Super Bowl. Y'all might hold up y'all end of the bargain. Don't check for us. Don't look for us. I appreciate you, though, but don't look for us. Got a super chat here from John Livingston, my man JL Smooth. Thank you for tripling up. Greatly appreciate you, JL Smooth, who writes, got to support my former Bills, Logan and Darby. Foster, I thought was going to be a diamond in the rough. Heard he's been a complete non-factor in Washington. Brady and the Bucs are beatable, especially if Mike Evans is limited, which he will be after the hyper extension. Yeah, I thought Foster might be a bigger contributor. He has not been, but Darby and Logan Thomas have been absolute steals this offseason for us. Thank you again for the love. Fat American, thank you for doubling up. Who writes, seemed like the Eagles' way of tipping hat to Ron. Whatever, I'll take it. We'll take it. Not going to turn anything down. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the 6th super chat of the night. Windshield wiping. My man Big Sonny writes, Big Money Sonny writes, we're hyped. Thoughts on the run game next week? We're going to need a lot more of the run game if Alex is going to be even remotely close to what he was tonight. The run game is going to be huge. Have to be. Zach LaRoche, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Zach writes, let us forever remember the night that fate shone bright and true upon us. Or whatever the hell tonight was. Let the record reflect that tonight was an NFC East championship night. That's all we need to be reminded of. That's it. Magical Slurpee, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Magical Slurpee writes, no need to look far ahead. Instead of focusing on going to the Super Bowl or NFC Championship, take it one game at a time. Let's give Tampa hell. That's all I'm in it for. One at a time. Tampa should beat us. They're the better team. But that's what everybody else thinks. Let's go give them hell. That's all we're looking to do. And have a chance in the fourth quarter. Derek Only, thank you for the super chat and doubling up. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Derek Only, who writes, I believe Scott is going to call a better game on Saturday night. The Bucks do give up the deep ball. We need Terry to be healthy. It was good to see him out there, though. But he did not run any deep routes tonight. Tony P56 writes, Alex struggled. Do we start Heineke versus the Bucks? No, they're not. If Alex is healthy, let me clear this up. If Alex is healthy, he's going to start. So you guys know. Twin D, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Twin D. Greatly appreciate you, writes. Remember back when Ron made the decision to try and win the division versus develop the young QB? Not such a crazy idea now, is it? A lot of people question, and Ron has made sure he's reminded everybody about how crazy they thought he was. And I'm glad he continued to rub salt in that wound because they needed to understand that he knew what he was doing. William Edwards, thank you for doubling up. Double up. William Edwards writes, 2020 equals Browns at 11-5, Washington at 7-9, and Con Champ. All right. Both teams made it to the playoffs. That's all I know. Alex Kurtz, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Tyrone Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Tyrone writes, start Taylor next week. We win against Tampa. Not the way I wanted to win. Nonetheless, a Washington win is what I wanted. Again, be careful what you wish for with Taylor Heineke, okay? You guys, small sample size, okay? I like Taylor. I don't love him in this spot. If he has to come in the game, so be it. But to say, hey, he's starting over Alex. If Alex can go, you got to start Alex, even though I wasn't happy with what I saw from Alex tonight. Michael Karish, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Michael writes, you guys need to beat Tampa because as a Packers fan, I'm not looking forward to playing the Bucks. We would love to help you out. Make your path a lot easier, but we'll see what happens. Brant Jenkins, thank you for the super chat. Brant Jenkins, who writes, you see Chase Young, last man on the field, walking off, taking a piece of the turf. This guy is special. Great season. Let's keep it going. Take out Bucks. Yeah, I saw him fall straight back onto the ground when the last second ticked off the clock, and he knew we were division champs. You knew he'd be hyped. I can't wait to kind of take all of that stuff in, man. Love it, love it, love it. William Edwards, thank you for tripling up. Greatly appreciate you, William Edwards, who writes, Lou making bank off of Washington football team dub, and I love it, bro. Hey, this has been a long journey, man, and we've been doing this together through the wins, the ugly ones like the Rams game, the losses that hurt like the Lions game or the Giants game, both times. We've been here, and you guys have been here all the way through. We've been here on the ups and the downs, but it started with Philly in week 1. It ended with week 17 with Philly. And we won both of those games, and we're in the playoffs because of it. I wouldn't have it any other way, and I'm glad that you guys were with me for every step of this roller coaster ride. I can't thank you guys enough. Got a super chat here from Trevor Patch. Thank you for the super chat. Trevor Patch, who writes, I want Seattle in the playoffs. Got a checklist. Got a list to check off. It would have been nice. It'd take a lot for us to get to Seattle. Like, we wouldn't be able to play them without playing them in the NFC Championship game. So a lot has to happen. Jordan Like the GOAT, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Jordan Like the GOAT, who writes, Curtis Samuels is about to replace Sims. Shaking my head. Now that I wouldn't be mad at. But I don't want him as a number 2. If you told me that he was here as a number 3, I'd love it. Will Diggs, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Will Diggs. Greatly appreciate you. Will writes, I hope we make Kyle Smith GM in the offseason. So do I. I don't like where we are with that right now. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen, but I think most of us feel the same way you do. Hope that happens. Rush is Variety. Thank you for doubling up. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Rush is Variety, who writes, going to need a better version of Smith to have a chance against Tampa Bay. You can only slow them down so much. Formerly AP 900 here. I thought it was 1,000. Anyway, here, LOL. Glad I finally made a live stream. Keep up the good work, brother. Yes, indeed. You're 100% spot on, AP or Rush is Variety. if Alex plays that way, we won't stand a chance. Like you said, we can only slow them. They're going to score points. They're Tampa Bay. They're going to score points. We need a Bears type of performance to hold them under 20 to win. DMV Pride 10. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. DMV Pride writes, I should be excited that we made the playoffs, but I'm not because I know we have no chance with. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel with Alex playing quarterback. If anyone thinks we do, I want some of what you're smoking. If you're not excited, don't be excited. I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but you're not going to pull me down into those depths of despair with you. I'm too excited to worry about what chance we will or won't have. We're in the playoffs. We got a shot. That's all that matters to me. Got a super chat here from John Livingston again. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Your fourth super chat of the night. Greatly appreciate you. JL Smooth, who writes, damn, Lou, 2K in here. I wish I could use gifts. I think it's appropriate for Chris Tucker with, God damn, you knew she was bald-headed. You knew she had no damn hair. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just Andre. Cam Curl, best rookie safety. There are a bunch of rookie safeties, but we love what he's provided for us. I think some other teams would have a lot to say about that, especially in Carolina. They think they've got a tremendous rookie safety. I think the Patriots feel like they got a tremendous rookie safety as well. But none of them are getting the type of value we've been getting out of Cameron Curl. I can say that for sure. Thank you for that super chat, Just Andre. Got another one here. Double up. Damn Shorty. Damn Twin Shorty Sublime. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, is Landon Collins a Redskin next year? Cam Curl is here to stay. Yeah, there's enough room for both of them. They can make space on the field for both of them. Cameron Curl isn't going anywhere, just so you know. So, and neither is Landon Collins, I don't think. I don't think we can get out of the contract without penalty. They don't need to move on from Landon Collins. I think there's enough space for both of them on the field. Even if Cam Curl has to go to free safety, there's enough space for both of them on the field. Joseph Green, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joseph Green writes, do we keep the Washington football team name now? I don't think this changes the way that I feel about the name. I can't speak for any of you out there. No, I don't want to keep the name. But I can tell you this. I've gotten used to saying it. Doesn't mean I want it to stick around, but I don't, at this point, I don't really care about it right now because we're in season. But as we get to the off season, no, I still want the name to go. I don't think it's, Washington football team is something you want to have this team be called for the rest of time. DCJ, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, DCJ. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, double up. Let me first do that. D-line faces at the end to close out. Laughing my ass off. I tell you what, man. Our D-line is the reason we're here, man. And we're going to need them again next week. They're going to have to be massive. I mean, I really mean that. And especially the guys on the interior, for sure. Got to collapse the pocket. Brady hates interior pressure more than anything else. J Mart, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. J Mart writes, division is great, but does this help us long term? You're damn right it does. Anybody that thinks it doesn't, you're wrong. You're damn right it does. Got another super chat here from William Lee. Thank you for the super chat, William Lee, who writes, Alex is compromised. Can't throw to his left. Gibson as well. I thought Gibby was fine. Now, is he the same Gibby from earlier in the season? No, but he's not as compromised as Alex is. That's for damn sure. We can win with the way Gibson is playing. We can't win with the way Alex is playing. If he can't give us more than he gave us tonight. And you guys have to understand, Alex was hurt. And another week of rest maybe will do him a lot of good. But if this is the best we can get out of Alex, and remember what the guy is coming off of, then, Ron has to make a decision. I don't think Ron's going to do what you want him to do, which is play Taylor Heineke. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. Just going to warn you right now. Metaphor, more dubs. Thank you for the super chat. Your fifth of the night. Greatly appreciate you. Metaphor, more dubs. Writes, playing meaningful December. No, wait, January football. Ron's effing plan. Ron's plan. Indeed. Carlton Pagano Jackson, my man CPJ, double up, thank you for doubling up, CPJ, greatly appreciate you, who writes, man, I'm still cheesing with my son. We came a long way. Shout out to Ron and Jack and all love. Indeed. Man, we were 2-7. Who would have ever thought 7-9 was even 8-8, 9-7 at one point was possible? Who would have thought that? We made it a little bit tougher on ourselves after getting to 6-7 with 3 games left. This should have been wrapped up a week or two ago. But we had issues at the quarterback position. If we would have gotten it, and I know this was not a great performance, if we would have gotten this performance out of Alex, if Alex would have been able to play, or we would have went to Heineke earlier, we would have beat Carolina last week. But we didn't. We shouldn't have been in this position, but we were, but we took care of business. And for that, I'm grateful. Martin Matthews, thank you for the super chat, and I'm sorry I missed your last one. Thank you for tripling up. Greatly appreciate you. Martin Matthews, my man Double M, writes, hey, Louie, we gave them their first touchdown because of penalties. Facts. He says, our O-line lost traction due to the rain. And maybe. I can't say that for certain. The D-line are a bunch of grown-ass men. And I'm sitting here with my cigar in my hand saying, Washington football team fans, stand up. We are being represented in the playoffs. I agree with every single point you just made. I don't know about the rain and if that had any effect on our guys or not, but I can tell you this. The defensive line, full of grown-ass men, I can tell you that their first touchdown drive, that was the difference between us blowing them out because we had them on the ropes. 10-0, and we let them off the damn hook with that drive. And we are represented in the playoffs. Celebrate! We the NFC East champs. You see that up in the corner? Read it and weep. Read it and recognize. Chauncey Davis, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Chauncey Davis. Greatly appreciate you. Chauncey Davis writes, Lou, we played the last Saturday night game. We do well on primetime. Let's make Brady sweat. I knew we were going to be. I said, Brady is must-see TV. He's primetime television. I said, we getting that Saturday or Sunday night spot, man. They put us, look, if you're going to put me out of my misery, do it on Saturday. Do it on Saturday. But you know what? We ain't going down without a fight. I'm telling you right now. We ain't been blown out all season, just so you know. So anybody that thinks, oh, we going to show up and get our ass whooped. We haven't been blown out all season long. I don't intend on starting now. Just so you know. CGM87, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Greatly appreciate you. CGM87 who writes, Lou, I felt our DBs were playing off the receivers a little bit. We can't give any cushions to Evans next week if he's healthy. I thought they were playing, off just to make sure they kept everything in front of them because the only way the Eagles were going to beat us is if we gave up big plays. What did I say? Don't give up any big plays and don't beat yourself. We tried to beat ourselves, but we didn't give up the big play. That was so big tonight because there was no way the Eagles, with their offense, with all the guys out, there was no way they were going to have consistent 11 and 12 play drives that culminated in touchdowns. They weren't set up for that tonight. So if you didn't give up a 55-yarder inside the 30-yard line, they weren't going to have that kind of night. I wanted them to keep everything in front of them, and they did that tonight. William Lee, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Greatly appreciate you, William Lee, who writes, Brady is going to eat. He steps up in the pocket, and we have no inside pressure. Maybe we get Williams from the Giants. That's the only thing that I've already kind of pointed out tonight is that if we're going to get pressure on Brady and we're going to win, it's going to be because we get pressure from the interior. They're going to have to collapse the pocket. If they can't find ways, and maybe they're going to have to twist and stunt. Like Chase was getting interior pressure tonight, looping inside. They're going to have to figure something out because Brady will just step up, as you alluded to. He'll just manipulate the pocket. If Young and Sweat are all we can do off the edge, he'll just step up. Guys are going to have to get pressure on the inside. If we can do that, we'll have a chance against Brady. J Mart, thank you for doubling up. Double up. J Mart, thank you for doubling up. Who writes, when was the last time we swept 2 teams in the division? 2012. I'm assuming it's 2012. Got to be 2012. I can't imagine us having done it since then. We haven't been a good team since then. 2015 we didn't sweep. Dallas, and we didn't sweep. I don't think we swept Philadelphia either in 2012. Or 2015, excuse me. So I'd have to say it's 2012. I could be wrong, and it could be 2015. I'm pretty sure it's 2012. See where we at. Got another super chat. This one is from GearCell1. Thank you for the super chat, GearCell1. Greatly appreciate you. GearCell1 writes, Doug coached the Eagles like he was wearing white see-through skinny jeans with Family Guy boxers and knee-high 3-ring socks. Tragic. The ones with the 3 red rings at the top. Them 1975 basketball socks that my dad used to wear that you pull all the way up to your calf. Yeah, Doug had some of those on. And I appreciate him for that. Martin Matthews, thank you for your 4th super chat of the night. Greatly appreciate you. Double M, who writes, hey, Louie, we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole effing team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the Washington football team is here. I love it. Want more of it. We ain't done yet. The journey is not over. But we definitely started from the bottom. Now we here. Feels good. Feels good, feels good. Feels damn good. Got another one here from King of the North. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. King of the North. Greatly appreciate you. King of the North writes, Alex got heated when NBC mentioned Philly pulling Hurts in the post-game interview. Dude face turned red, LOL. I hope the talk all week about this game creates a chip on our boys' shoulders. Look, at the end of the day, we won this division. And I told you that's the narrative that NBC was creating. I told you they didn't respect us. Collinsworth didn't respect our entire division. I told you what he said a couple of weeks ago when they asked him, who do you think is going to win the NFC East? And Mike Tirico tried to throw him a life raft. Hey, Washington's playing some good football. Well, Dallas has won 2 in a row. I don't know. He doesn't know shit about this division. First of all, he don't know shit about our team in general. Not a damn thing. Okay? When it comes to us in this division, he thinks we're the laughing stock of the NFL. I love it. We get to prove his ass wrong next week. This wasn't a great showing. So everything that he was thinking coming into the game, we validated for him tonight. So he thinks we're awful. He thinks that we're a joke and we're going to get run in Wild Card Weekend and Brady and company are going to smoke us by 21. That's what he thinks. Good. Let him and everybody else out there think that shit. But when we show up and we show out and we play ball and it's a close game, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. All I'm going to do is smile and say, I told you so. Anyway, and I hope they're going to use it as motivation. Whether they use that or Ron just pulls the underdog card, whatever. Vegas is going to have us as a huge underdog. There's going to be plenty of cards that Ron can play this week. And they'll eat the shit up. Hopefully, it'll help. Tim Martinez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Tim Martinez writes, start with a win, end with a win. Yes, against the Eagles. They were due for a sweep. Now we owe the Giants ass. Can't wait to see those back. I want them week 1. I'm just early. Let's get them early next year. Sick of them talking about them damn wins and holding that shit over our heads. Trevor Patch, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Trevor Patch, who writes, got a broom and dustpan for them birds and them boys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get the broom, get the dustpan up, sweep them up nice and easy. You don't hurt yourself. Just a couple of nice strokes. Right up into the dustpan. Empty it into the trash can. Love it. Got another super chat. This one is from Alex Kurtz. Thank you for the super chat, Alex, and doubling up. Double up. Greatly appreciate you, Alex. Thank you for your super chats. Got another one here from Emperor Meech. Thank you for the super chat, Emperor Meech, and thank you for doubling up. Double up. Greatly appreciate you, Emperor Meech, who writes, Philly did the right thing for me. I'm happy to see your channel grow. I remember when you had terrible video quality and that board during the draft. I remember those days. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. I just don't want to go back into those days. All right? But I remember those days. I've come a long, long way. And you know who else has come a long way? The Washington football team. Long, long way. Still got a long way, just like I do, to go on this journey. They got a long way to go too, but it feels damn good. Feels good. Thank you for that, Emperor Meech. Greatly appreciate you, John Livingston. Thank you for your 5th super chat of the night. Really appreciate you, John Livingston. Might even be your 6th. We're going to go with the windshield wiper here. Really appreciate you, JL Smooth, who writes, so much respect for Ron, and to that Giants fan, Markle, in the comments. The Bills are the only team in New York. Take your 6-10 ass to the offseason. Take your 6-10 ass off into the offseason, says my man JL Smooth, the only team from New York to make it to the postseason. Resides in Orchard Park, New York. Get it right. Get it right. Got another super chat here from Just in Time. Thank you for the super chat, Just in Time. Greatly appreciate you. Just in Time writes, congratulations. We are all pulling for your you take care of your boy Alex Smith project. That offense needs to step up. The D played great now. Get it done. I appreciate y'all pulling for us. We're going to need all the support we can get, especially if Alex does not play better. But at the end of the day, we here. And now we got another team to focus in on. And all we asked was a chance. A wise man once said, man, all we ever wanted was an opportunity. All we ever wanted was an opportunity. Well, we got it. So let's see what we do with it. All right. Let's see, I got another super chat here. This one is from Metaphor More Dubs. Thank you for the super chat. Your 6th of the night. We windshield wiping. Metaphor More Dubs writes, next week's quarterback matchup, Turtle versus the Tortoise. So Turtle versus the Turtle. We're going to see who comes out on top. Look, one turtle is a lot better than the other turtle. Okay? Honestly, the team with the better defense is going to win that game, I think. Or have the better chance to win the defense, I should say. 4G63 Addict. Thank you for the super chat, 4G63 Addict, who writes, how about Logan Thomas, man? Dude came up in clutch. Steven Sims with another dropped punt. Dude gives me anxiety. Hail. Logan Thomas has been huge this season. I really thought that he started to come into his own. He started to come into his own against Detroit. And ever since that Detroit game, I feel like we've continued to see the growth and maturation from Logan Thomas. I thought he was huge against the Lions in that comeback. We fell short, but he was massive. It doesn't happen without that 4th and 15 from him. I thought he was outstanding. Obviously, he was huge against the Steelers. And he just continued to make plays every single week, and he's growing, man. He's growing. And they said he was going to grow in this offense. As time passed and he got more reps, Ron has told us a million times, this is a young guy, hasn't really played the position, and you're seeing it. Steven Sims, they're killing me with him back there. But, again, there's got to be a reasoning, other than Ron just sticking it out with him, which Ron has shown, to have confidence in some of these guys, like my boy, D-Hop, who was huge tonight. Needed both of those field goals and all those extra points. Tyrone Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Tyrone Johnson. Y'all think you better call Tyrone. Call it. Longtime fan here, Lou. Been following your channel for years, man. Been meaning to donate. You're definitely the best watch the football YouTube analyst. I really appreciate that, Tyrone. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Got another super chat. This one is from Cloud. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Cloud, appreciate you. All you Eagles fans out there, I really do appreciate you guys. All right? You guys were so clutch. You the real MVPs tonight. Call a spade a spade. Cloud says, what up, Lou? Been a while. Hope you've been well, bruh. Same here, man. Hope it's been a while since I've heard from you. Hope you're doing really well in these crazy times. It's good to hear from you. Congrats on the win and the playoff berth. I needed us to lose so we could get that 6th pick. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't be shocked if that 6th pick is Zach Wilson. Like, I think he wants a quarterback. I'm not sure he's sold on Jalen Hurts. I really don't think he's sold on him. We'll see. DCJ, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Greatly appreciate you, DCJ, who writes, Hope we go out and squash Tom and make him retire. He's not retiring. That's for damn sure. But I would love to squash him. I'd love to do that. But he's not retiring. Thank you for the super chat. Will Morris, greatly appreciate you. My man Will Morris writes, yep, I remember Brady running it up 52-7 back in the day. We coming. I remember that season. That was 2007. I remember that like it was yesterday. Chris Cooley scored the only touchdown of that game on an out route. We were getting our ass whooped. Worst loss I think Joe Gibbs has ever taken in his career. Remember that shit like it was yesterday. Look, I didn't hold a grudge over that. They were the better team, and they didn't rub it in or anything. They just beat our ass. They were beating everybody's ass that year, if you remember. That was the undefeated team that lost in the Super Bowl to the Giants. So if that's one of your, I got a list, and I'm checking it twice, items, by all means, please, hopefully you get to check one off your list. I just want to beat Brady up. I just want to bang him up, let him know we here, make him uncomfortable. That's what's going to give us a chance. If he gets comfortable back there. Did you see that Lions game on Saturday last week? That's what's going to happen to us if we don't get to Brady. Chauncey Davis, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Chauncey Davis. Greatly appreciate you. My man Chauncey writes, Lou, I am sure our interior defensive line will do well, but this game would be ideal for Matt Ioannidis. Yes, we could use Matty I. He's not eligible to come back. I wish he was, though, because I like to think that he might be. No, I'm tripping. How many months has it been? I wonder how long it takes for a torn pec to heal. Probably longer than what he's been out. He's been out since when? The end of September. He got hurt in the Cleveland game, which was week 3. So that's September, October, November, December. Yeah, it's probably not healed up by now in 3 months. Yeah, this would have been a big Matty I game for sure. It is what it is. They're going to have to step up. If they don't step up and get pressure on Brady, it's going to be a long day at the office. Just in time. Thank you for the super chat. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Just in time. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, by the way, us 49ers fans are all familiar with Collinsworth last year. He thought Hollister got the touchdown last game of the season. Prove him wrong. Get it done. Yeah, Collinsworth. Look, I'm not a big bashed Chris Collinsworth guy. I have no problems with him, but he's irked me of late. He's been wrong a lot. He's calling people by the wrong names. He called Chase Young, Josh. He called Montez Sweat, Josh Sweat, who plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. I told you he doesn't respect. The thing that I think the reason he's pissed me off so much is that he doesn't respect our division. He thinks we're a joke. He doesn't respect us. He looks at us, and again, we didn't do anything tonight to change his mind. When we started out 10-0, you could hear the tone in his voice starting to change. Like, oh shit, look at Washington taking advantage of this Eagles team like they supposed to. Maybe they do have something. And then when we came back crashing down to earth and that game got competitive and we started turning the ball over and doing dumb shit, he started looking around like, see, this is why they shouldn't be in the playoffs. This is why this division stinks. And then when the Eagles turn it over and we turn it over and we doing dumb shit and Alex Smith got to fall on a fumble to stop us when Steven Sims is muffing a punt trying to give it back to Philadelphia deep in our own territory, he's sitting there looking at Al Michaels like, can you believe this shit? They're going to the playoffs next week. He thinks we're a joke. I love it. I love it. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate you. Just in time. John Livingston, thank you for the super chat. Your 7th of the night. Greatly appreciate you. Windshield wiper style. My man JL Smooth writes, Lou, you ever check out Tom Grossi and his AFC East, NFC East sketches? If you haven't, I strongly recommend. You won't be disappointed. Nope, I've never checked them out. I wouldn't even know where to look for that. But maybe I'll just Google his name and it'll pop up. That's something that I'll put on my list of things to do. Thank you for that, JL Smooth. Joe Rockhead J, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joe Rockhead writes, what's good, Lou? Our new name, the Washington Two Brooms. Tom B will be exposed our successes. Will be exposed to our successes. We have to give it 1,000%. Look, you don't doubt any of the guys in that locker room how bad they want it. You had Terry McLaurin playing on one ankle tonight. Alex Smith playing on one leg. He's been playing on one leg all season long, especially now, though, with the calf injury. You had Antonio Gibson playing with a banged-up toe. Wes Schweitzer with a banged-up hip. The list goes on and on and on. You just had guys out there gutting it out. There's no question about how bad they want it. Now it's about them focusing, laser-like, that is, and going out and executing against a team that's better than us. And the last time they put a challenge like this in front of us, albeit the offense that we were facing that night wasn't as good as the one we're going to see on Sunday. The last time they put a challenge like this in front of us, we responded against Pittsburgh. I think we have another one of those in us. We'll see. The white-on-whites haven't let us down. We're not going to be wearing those on Sunday or Saturday. We'll be at home. We won't be wearing white-on-white. But they haven't let us down. We're 3-0 in the white-on-whites this year, just saying. Got another super chat. This one is from A.Lot. A.L.O.T. A lot. Thank you for the super chat. Who writes, WFT, this division is ours. This our shit. We taking over. Eagles, Giants, Cowgirls, watch out. Is Protect on my second channel, by the way. Great win, bro. Awesome. Appreciate you, Protect. And yeah, we here, man. If we want to take that next step, we're going to have to figure out the quarterback situation. But this defense is here to stay. Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, Logan Thomas, Terry McLaurin, Cam Sims. They're here to stay. We're not going nowhere. We're just going to add to that. Chris Collinsworth did give us credit on that at least. He acknowledged that, hey, they got some talent. They need a quarterback. But they got some shit over here that they brewing up. At least he did acknowledge that. Let's see. Got another super chat. This one is from Chris Kersling. Thank you for the super chat, Chris Kersling. Greatly appreciate you. My man Chris Kersling writes, Big L. Needed that birthday win. Already have my Hawks friends texting me. 2012 was epic. 2015 was okay. This one is sweet. Sweet. Thanks for representing HTTR. You know, this feels a lot different than 2015. It feels more like 2012, except 2012, we thought we had the quarterback of the future for years to come. We left that game, though, in the playoffs feeling like we lost something because he got hurt, and he was never the same. We didn't know at the time, but he was never going to be the same. Everything was going to change. He didn't want to run read option. He didn't want to do the things that made him successful in 2012. But this feels a lot like 2012 because that was with Mike Shanahan, and we thought in Kyle Shanahan, and we thought we were going in the right direction. And the defense wasn't good then. The defense is good. We have a foundation. It is the defense. But it feels kind of similar in the sense that we got a coach that we can believe in, that has autonomy to do what it is he needs to do. We haven't found a quarterback, but that's even more encouraging to me from the standpoint of we did all of this with 19 different quarterbacks playing this year and starting 3 different dudes. We did all of this with that. Imagine what we could be if we just find some competency at the quarterback position. Just imagine what we could do if we could go 1-17 with a guy that gives us a chance every single week. Just imagine what we could do. Thank you for the super chat, Chris Kersling. J Mart, thank you for tripling up. Greatly appreciate you. J Mart, who writes, Smith, comeback player of the year. Chase Young, defensive rookie of the year. Rivera, coach of the year. Thoughts? I think the first 2 boxes have already been checked. Rivera as coach of the year is tough. Nobody thought we would be here, so he's going to get some votes. I don't think that Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland or the job, even though the Dolphins didn't make the playoffs, I think the job that was done in Miami, with Brian Flores, needs to be understated despite them missing the postseason. They did win 10 games this year, came down to the final week. I don't think Rivera's going to win coach of the year. I think he will get some votes, but I think Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland, and the job that he's done with that Browns team. And also, I think Brian Flores in Miami will finish before Rivera. I think Rivera will finish third in this voting. But Smith is winning Comeback Player of the Year, and Chase Young definitely winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. So feel good about those two. Derek B, thank you for tripling up. Greatly appreciate you. My man Derek B writes, Dubs, 7 distraction equals addition by subtraction. Yeah. They needed him out of the building. They needed to be able to focus on football. Less about answering questions about a guy that wasn't going to help the cause, and more about focusing on the a task at hand. They did that. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. And most importantly, it was a dub. And now we move on to Tampa, and they're going to pose different threats than that of any team that we face this season. But I'm looking forward to the challenge. Hunter Hodovic, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Hunter Hodovic writes, let's go, T. Already got my hat ordered and my celebratory drink in hand. The goal has been achieved. Now let's see if we can embarrass some Bucks. HTT WFT. This is a big one, man. This is a big one. For a lot of people didn't think we would be here. You know, the picture became a lot clearer after we beat Pittsburgh and then followed that up with a win. Because the question was, how are we going to handle success? Oh, you beat Pittsburgh on a big stage. They were undefeated previously. How are you going to follow that up against a 49ers team that's still fighting? We found a way to win. It wasn't pretty, but that defense led the way. The defense has always led the way this season. Nothing has changed. We get to the postseason, survive the first half, give yourself a chance in the second half. We did it again. DCJ, thank you for tripling up. Really appreciate you. Might be 4 at this point. DCJ writes, I for damn sure don't want AB hitting us with the triple pump again. And hope Evans don't play either. He's going to play. Why? He's a tough son of a bitch, just so you know. Washington football team has a legit reason to put to bed old bad memories. I don't want him putting the triple pump on us again either. I think those AB days are over with him hitting the triple pump. Like, he's not that flagrant anymore. He more so would drop to his knees and thank God for the opportunity. He might make the house call, but I don't think he out here, twerking on anybody anymore. But yeah, that was disrespectful. So hopefully we don't have to suffer through nor experience that type of disrespect again. That was extremely disrespectful at the highest order. Yeah. Hunter Hodovic, thank you for doubling up. Thank you for doubling up, Hunter Hodovic. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, P.S. Out of curiosity, if you could only land one free agent this year, who would you want? I still think I would want Corey Davis. I still think he but he would be a massive missing piece to this offense. I think he's a lot more durable than the receiver in Detroit. Kenny Golladay. But Golladay is a legit number one. You might have to pay Golladay more money than you would. First of all, I don't think Golladay nor Corey Davis are going to be available. I think both of those guys, when it's all said and done, are going to be with their current teams because I think both teams are going to use the franchise tag on those players. But we will see. If you ask me what one free agent I would want, it would be a wide receiver. I would like to land a veteran, a young 25-year-old veteran like Corey Davis, who's going into his second contract. That's where this team is, right there. Not another young guy to come in. We got enough youngins. A guy that's already been in the league that knows he can play, that's already confident, knows what he can do. That'd be awesome. Well, we'll see what happens. The Blocker, thank you for the super chat. The Blocker, greatly appreciate you, who writes, happy for the dub, but honestly upset we didn't change the narrative. I'll take it, though, and hope we show out against the Bucks. It's all good. I didn't need to change any narrative. I just want it in. I'll worry about all of that extra stuff once we get there. That was always my thought process. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how people perceive it. I don't care about any of the outside noise about, oh my God, these teams in the NFC East are terrible. Whoever gets in is going to be trash. That's fine. Let them talk. They've been talking all year. A wise man once told me, those who don't hear, feel. Don't worry. We've been telling them, don't play with this division. We may be trash on the inside, but when you look at what we've done to teams outside this division, we've been fighting like hell. Dallas has been fighting like hell against Minnesota. They almost beat Cleveland. They almost beat Pittsburgh. We've been fighting like hell outside of this division. The Giants almost beat this same Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Don't sleep on us. We beat Pittsburgh. We should have beat. The Giants beat Seattle. We should have beat Seattle. We had a big chance to beat Seattle. We've been playing teams outside the division really tough this year. And as I've stated already, and I'm going to say it a bunch more this week, so don't worry, you'll hear this again. Nobody has absolutely kicked our ass this year. We don't do that shit. You might beat us. You don't beat our ass. Nobody's done that. Even in our most embarrassing game, 30-10, didn't feel like it felt bad because it was bad watching it. But it was 20-10 for most of the second half. We were in the game. It was 23-10 for much of the second half. We just couldn't move the ball. We couldn't score. Alex Smith came in the first time. It was horrible. I like where we at. I'm going to say all of that to say this. I like where we at. Got another super chat here from Metaphor More Dubs. Thank you for the super chat, Metaphor for More Dubs. Windshield wiping it here, your 8th of the night. Really appreciate you, Metaphor More Dubs writes. Wore white 21 jerseys for the first time this game. Pour one out. Definitely. He'd be proud, man. I wanted Chase to scoop and score against the Eagles in the all whites against the Eagles late in the season, week 17, just for the hell of it. So I could say, hey, Sean, that's for you. Throw those two ones up. I wanted to throw one up for him tonight. I wanted Chase to scoop it. It wasn't the same sideline. But I said, wouldn't that be poetic justice? Chase scooped this thing up, down the sideline, puts it away, on the road at Philly, week 17, to clinch the division. I wanted to throw it up for 2-1. We didn't get to do it, but he'd be proud, man. He'd be proud. Damn Twin Shorty Sublime, thank you for your 4th super chat of the night. Really appreciate you, Damn Twin Shorty Sublime, who writes, we are at least a year ahead of schedule and all without a quarterback. A legit Super Bowl run is so close I can taste it a couple pieces away. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. You just said it right there. The thing that I've been trying to convey. And I know how this process works because I've went through this in other sports. My Atlanta Braves, we weren't supposed to be where we were 3 years ago. We were ahead of schedule. We weren't supposed to be there for another year or two. We showed up early and crashed the party and won the division 3 years ago. Everybody's like, whoa, baby Braves, out of nowhere. I said, well, shit, we here. We just need a couple more parts. So what did we do? We went out and got a couple parts. Added them to the mix. You know, Josh Donaldson and a couple of guys that came in and helped shore some things up. Gave us another bat in the lineup. All of a sudden, here come the Braves. And we had a shot 2 years ago. Had a shot this year. What did we do? We added another piece. Josh Donaldson gone. Add in Marcell Ozuna. And we were in the 7th game of the NLCS with a chance to go to the World Series. I know this process. I've seen it. And again, different sport. But I've seen young teams. I'm a Grizzlies fan. Young team. We got there a year early. We were supposed to be the worst team, one of the worst teams in basketball last year. We made it to the play-in game. I'm just saying, we here early, man. Early. We showed up early. Nobody expected us to be in the front of the DMV line. We pulled up. Nobody was there. Oh, shit. We first in line. Let's go. Nobody was expecting us to be here. But we here. And we doing it without a quarterback. So what do you think is going to happen? I told you how I wanted to build this thing. A lot of y'all laughed at me. It was like, whatever, Louie T, you tripping. We need to lose so we can get this quarterback. F that. Build the infrastructure. Build the foundation. Build around, drop the quarterback in. That's what the Seahawks did. Why can't we? Why can't we have this window for the next 5-6 years with a quarterback on a rookie deal while we re-sign all these defensive players? And then when it comes time to re-sign that quarterback, if we get it right, we got to get it right. Why can't we have this window where we win a chip or two? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. We here early. Chauncey Davis, thank you for the super chat. I think this is your fourth of the night. Third or fourth. We can go with the fourth. Really appreciate you, Chauncey Davis, who writes, Lou, all caps, this win was massive in terms of the future of this organization. Yes, it was, Chauncey. Again, there are people out there that don't understand that. They think that losing this game or you had to win it in style because the Eagles were out here tanking or whatever. Nah, you just had to win. One more point than them. That's it. I didn't care how it looked. This shit could have been 20-19. It could have been 13-12. We could have won this game 12-10 with 4 field goals. I wouldn't have given a shit. I just wanted to win. I just wanted to say NFC East champs and allow Chase Young, Daron Payne, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Cameron Curl, all of these young guys that haven't experienced this, Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, all these guys, some of them that have been here for 3-13 last year. Some of these guys that have been through the pits with this organization. I want them to be able to say, this is what it feels like. This is what we're supposed to do every year. We're not supposed to show up and be somebody's doormat and hope to win. We expect to win. We're not supposed to next year show up and hope to be a playoff team. Nah, we did that shit last year. We expect to be a playoff team this year. That's what this win meant. The expectations are now up here. We set the bar really low. I know I did. 6-10, 7-9. We set the bar low. And when I set it at 7-9, it was the 7-9 that is respectable. You compete. You scare some teams, but we weren't supposed to win the division. And this division wasn't supposed to be this bad. I can't speak for y'all. I set the bar low. We won the division at 7-9. I didn't think that would be good enough. I don't care. It is good enough. Next year, I'm not setting the bar. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I don't have all the answers. I don't know what we're going to do in free agency. I don't know if Kyle Smith is going to be our GM or if they're going to bring somebody from the outside in. I don't know what they're going to do with wide receiver. I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. I just know this. With this defense and Matt Ioannidis coming back and all the expectations that we've put on this team and what they've done this season, I know I'm setting the bar higher next year. I'm going in expecting to win games. Yeah, schedule's going to be tougher. You're going to have to play Green Bay. You're going to have to play the Saints next year. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. Are the Saints going to be the Saints? Is Drew Brees going to be there? I don't know. Guess what? I don't care. I love it. Got another super chat. This one is from Brandon Hayes. Thank you for the super chat and doubling up, Brandon Hayes. Double up. Greatly appreciate you, Brandon Hayes, who writes, just watch 99 speak to the media, bro. He different. 21 level already in mind. I'm 38. Haven't seen a asshole like him in a while. Trying to tell y'all, man. We got something. I've said this already. I said this already. I wouldn't have traded picking Chase Young in last year's draft for nothing. Or this past spring's draft for nothing. Knowing what I know now, knowing the situation with, Justin Herbert and how he's turned out to be a stud. And Justin Herbert is legit. For as good as Justin Jefferson has been, he's not winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Why? Because Justin Herbert has been ridiculous. That's why. I still wouldn't trade Chase Young for Justin Herbert. And that's knowing that you might have a franchise quarterback for the next 15 years. That's how good I feel about Chase Young. They're hard to find too. Franchise quarterbacks are really hard to find. The hardest. They're rare. You know what's the next hardest thing to find? An elite, havoc-wreaking pass rusher. That's why Raiders fans are still sick to their stomach because they let Khalil Mack walk away. They traded him away, I should say. Sick to their stomach. Because what's the one thing the Raiders can't do? Can't get after the quarterback. Well, you had one. You had one. You effed it up. You had one. You get one of those, you don't let them go because they change games. And not only is he changing games here, he's changing the mindset. He's got these boys believing. I love this dude, man. Love him. Love him. Joe Rockhead J, thank you for the super chat and doubling up. Greatly appreciate you, Joe Rockhead J, who writes, "It's definitely house money now." And thank you for doubling up. Double up. Sorry about that. It's definitely house money now. But I sure would like to win one playoff game just to side-eye the haters. I think Alex may have peaked. I don't doubt that. You got Alex at his healthiest earlier. I don't think you're going to get Alex healthy again this season. That's a problem. But I like you. Oh, I would love to side-eye the haters. I would love to get my camera on. Hi, haters. I would love to do it. I want to do it so bad. But I know just getting here means a lot. It just means a lot. I've been a fan of a team in a different sport. Memphis Grizzlies. Back when the grit and grind era was just beginning. And we got swept the first 3 years. It took us 3 years in the playoffs to win a game. We got swept the first 3 years we were in the playoffs with that group. In the first year, it was just about getting there. We didn't give a shit. We knew we were going to get swept. We didn't care. We were just glad to be there. Then the second year was like, all right, man, we got to win a game. We didn't win shit. The third year was like, okay, enough's enough. We got to win a game. It's good to be here. I'm trying to, and this is different because in the NBA, the better team always wins. Always. This is not how the NFL is set up. We're not better than the Buccaneers. We just need to be better than them for one game. That's it. If we can do that, we can advance. So we'll see what happens. But we definitely playing with house money. Rivera even said it going into week 17. We playing with house money. Nobody expected us to be here. Same thing. Tell your team the same thing. But now the stakes are a little bit higher. Now the disrespect is a lot realer. And you use that. You use it. Eric Gomez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Let me say this real quick while I got all y'all here. If you haven't already subscribed to the Louie T Network, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. That's important too because you never know when I'm going live. Don't want you to miss any of the content. And also hit that like button. All right. If you haven't hit the like button already, please hit the like button. My man Eric Gomez, thank you for the super chat, who writes, "We've won 2 straight games on national TV, 3 versus Tampa Bay." Look, all them wins against Tampa Bay don't mean shit. Because it wasn't this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. It wasn't Brady. It wasn't Antonio Brown. It wasn't Chris Godwin. You know, it wasn't Ronald Jones. It wasn't this team. It wasn't with Bruce Arians at quarterback or at head coach and Tom Brady at quarterback. So I just find it ironic that every time we get to the postseason, it's always the same teams. It's always Seattle or Tampa Bay. We can't ever escape them. We got Green Bay one time in 2015, but generally it's Seattle or it's Tampa Bay. In 2012, it was Seattle. In 2007, it was Seattle. In 2005, it was Tampa, then Seattle. All right. In 99, it was Tampa. All right. So you see where this is going. You know, it was Detroit, then Tampa in 99. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy this week. I really am. I'm going to enjoy this week to the fullest. Every single day we're talking Washington football is going to be one full of joy and excitement. I'm not going to be nervous at all this week. I'm going to be nervous during the game, but I was nervous during the week, this week. I wasn't as nervous today. I thought I would be more nervous today. I was nervous during the game, but I wasn't as nervous as I thought it was going to be because I knew we were going to win. I don't say that very often. I'm generally not very confident, and I don't like to be arrogant with my team because they've taught me over the years, arrogant gets you nowhere. Arrogance gets you absolutely nowhere. Cockiness will get you beat. So they haven't given me a reason to be cocky. But for some reason, I knew we were going to win tonight. I said the Eagles don't have enough bullets in their gun to get us. Even if as long as we don't throw it away, and we tried. They just didn't have enough bullets in the gun. Doug helped us out by benching Jaylen Hurts. I still think we would have won the game, but he made it a hell of a lot easier. We won on national TV 2 straight games. Nice to make it 3. Again, the 2 teams we've beaten on national television, now 3, we've won 2 straight on national TV, 3 straight. Now, Dallas is a national televised game on Thanksgiving. Pittsburgh was a nationally televised game. Actually, you're right. It's 2 technically. That Steelers game was only in local markets. Not everybody got that. Felt like a nationally televised game. It wasn't. This was our second nationally televised game of the season. So you're right. Now let's make it 3. Let's try to make it 3. Let's see. Got another super chat. This one is from Hunter Hodovic. Thank you for the super chat and tripling up. My man Hunter writes, just keeping the good vibes going, my man. Love what you do and love this community. I can't wait to win a Super Bowl with y'all in the future. HTT WFT. I'm just letting y'all know right now. If we win a Super Bowl, we got a party. I'm going to find a spot around here, and we're going to have to get together, man, and we're going to have to party. Obviously, this town would be on fire. The DMV would be on fire if we won. But we going to have, as Washington football fans on this chat, we would have to party individually because we've been through it. So, I pray for that day, man. I look forward to that day, whenever it is. Hopefully, it's a lot sooner rather than later, but I look forward to that day. Jake Willis. And again, I got to thank you for the super chat and the support and the love. Hunter Hodovic. Really do appreciate you. Jake Willis. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Jake. I think this is your first of the night. I'm going to just assume it's a double up. Double up. Felt like I read your name already tonight, but so many have come through. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Just in case I have, we're going to double up with you. Really appreciate you, Jake, who writes, it's been a good year for the team. This chat is a thanks for you, Louie. Been watching for a few years now, and sometimes this show was all I had to look forward to with this team. Thanks again, Louie. And again, I tell you guys this all the time. For as therapeutic as I may be for some of you sometimes, you guys are definitely that for me. There are times in this season alone, there have been many times I've used this as an outlet, venting. But this year in particular, there were some crushing losses. That first Giants loss, that one stung. The second one, it did, but not so. That one hurt more than any other loss for a different reason. The first Giants loss was crushing just because I'm like, man, it's hard for me to keep selling these guys on we got a chance in this division when we lose to the winless Giants. They stink. And we couldn't beat them. The second loss to the Giants represented something else. It didn't represent, damn, we had a chance. Coming out of the bye, you felt good about the win after, against Dallas. You were 2-5. You felt good. Coming out of the bye, you thought you had a chance to make a run. No, that one hurt because you lost Kyle Allen. And to me, that signified the end of the season. So, you guys were there every step of the way. The ups, the downs, the wins, the losses. I always knew I could count on you guys. And that's great to know. So, thank you guys for another great season. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Tim Martinez, thank you for doubling up. Double up. Greatly appreciate you. Tim Martinez, who writes, beat the Eagles to win the division for the second time is what we do. You know, for the second time in the last 5 years, but it's the third time in the last 15 years because we did it in 2005. So it's what we do. I talked about this on the lead up to this game, that this is what we do. We beat Philadelphia in late season situations to clinch the division. We did it in Week 17 in 2005. We did it in Week 16 in 2015. We did it in Week 17 again in 2020, or 2020 season. This is what we do. It's what we do against the Eagles. Malakui Jimenez, thank you for the super chat. Malakui Jimenez, who writes, feels like we're a long way away from just meaningful football in December, ain't we, Lou? Hell, brother. Yeah. Look, it's funny you bring that up because, remember, I used to just ask, can I get out of October? I was trying to get to November. It had gotten so bad of late that I was like, hey, can I just get out of September playing meaningful football? Remember, last year, we even make it out of September. We were already dead on arrival when October hit. When the calendar turned to October, our season was already over. And this division wasn't good last year. And our season was already over. Think about that for a second. I used to ask for meaningful November football. Not only did I get meaningful November and December, we're not playing January football. Hey, how about that? Once again, feels good, feels good. Joe Rockhead J, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joe Rockhead J, thank you for tripling up. Who writes, what do you think of Kellen Mond, quarterback, Texas A&M? Hate him. I think he stinks. I don't want him anywhere near this organization. Now, I'm going to watch film on him. I'm going to break him down. Let him be somebody else's problem. I'm not a fan of Kellen Mond. At all. Period. There are plenty of quarterbacks in this draft. He is not one that is anywhere near my radar. I want no parts of him. So, there you have that. And I've watched him for a very long time at Texas A&M. He stinks. Likewise, Ree. Likewise. Chauncey Davis, thank you for your fourth super chat of the night. Really appreciate you, Chauncey, greatly. My man Chauncey Davis writes, Lou, the whole league knows we're a second half team. Tampa going to try to bury us in the first half. That's your best bet, honestly. I mean, at some point you'd like to think that shit's got to stop. Like somebody's going to, just change that narrative. Someone's going to, break that up. But at some point, we just got to play better. We did tonight. And, we have these games where we play well in the first half. We did it against Dallas. We did it against Cincinnati, even though, it wasn't great against Cincinnati. It was better than what we've seen. We did it again here. We survived the first half against San Francisco. It wasn't great, but we had the lead in that game at halftime. Really, that was due to the defense. But, we've seen games in which in both Dallas games, actually, we were able to do it. It's been rare this season. The fact that I can count them pretty much on one hand how many times we've survived the first half and not put ourselves in this predicament. But, when we do this, it heightens our chances of winning a game because we know we're not giving it up in the second half. So if we could just mount, the key is the start to the game against Tampa. They're going to win the toss because we can never win the toss at home for whatever reason. We haven't won. I don't think we've won the toss at home once this season. So they're going to win the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. We have to find a way to start the game fast. If it's 14-0 to start the second quarter, we are in trouble. HTTR Moko Land, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, HTTR Moko Land, who writes 3-13 last season. 1-5 to 2-7, then to 7-9 and division champs. I'll take it. Last year was hard. This is sweet. Enjoy Washington Football Team Nation. Indeed. And I know a lot of you watch Undisputed. A lot of you watch First Take. And you're going to get to see Skip cry tomorrow. You're going to get to see Max Kellerman be pissed off because he's a Giants fan. Enjoy that. I don't watch that shit, so I don't care. And Stephen A is a Philly fan, so you're going to hear some shit from him. I don't watch any of that stuff. But enjoy all of it. Enjoy that stuff. Take it all in. Soak it up. They're going to talk shit about us, too. So you're going to have to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for that as well. Prepare yourself for massive disrespect this week. Just because we won the division doesn't mean that that's going to come with a boatload of respect. We want that. We're going to have to take it. And that's going to involve us doing what we did against the Steelers. We're going to have to go and take that from Tampa on Saturday night. You want respect? Ain't nobody giving us nothing. All year long, we had to take everything that we got. Nothing was ever given to us. You want respect? You're going to have to go out and take it. So, I know a lot of you are excited and you want good things to be said about us. Don't look for it. Don't look for it. I'm not. I want it all, though. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. So much of it I can't breathe. Give me all the smoke. I want it all. It'll make it that much sweeter if somehow we able to come out of Saturday night with a dub. If we sitting here this time next Saturday night, jubilant again, it'll feel even sweeter than this. It might convince some of y'all that might be on the fence about this team. Maybe it'll take a win over the Tom Brady-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Maybe it'll take us just being close. And at this point of the season, I don't want moral victories. But if they barely escape us, remember how the Giants had those boys on the ropes? If they do that to us, I'm not going to be happy. I want to win. Obviously, I'm going to be pissed off that we didn't win. But I'm going to be like, I told y'all we was going to represent. We're going to see what happens. I just know this. They haven't embarrassed me all year long. I don't see them starting now. That's the one thing I could say about this team. And I got passionate about 2 weeks ago when I talked about that. I think it was live a week ago or two. Where I said, the one thing I love about this team is they've never once embarrassed me this year. I know they're going to fight. Even if Tampa jumps on us early, these boys aren't going to quit. They're not going to go into a hole or into a shell and give up. They're going to fight. And it might not end well, but they're going to fight. And that's what I expect Tampa to be in for. On Saturday night, a fight. A 4-quarter fight. With a young, scrappy, hungry team that don't know better. These boys don't know better. They don't know that they're supposed to get run by Tampa. And let me just tell you something else. Tampa don't know shit about playoff football either. Just so you know. They got a quarterback that knows a hell of a lot about playoff football. The rest of those boys out there don't know a damn thing about playoff football. So it's the blind leading the blind essentially out there. We got one guy that knows a hell of a lot about playoff football in Alex Smith. And they got a guy that knows a hell of a lot about playoff football in Tom Brady. Yeah, it's a couple of guys. They got JPP and they got Ndamukong Suh, some guys that have played in playoff games before. But for the most part, it's a young-ass Bucs team that don't have a bunch of guys that have experienced this before. Just like, yeah, we got Kendall Fuller. We got a couple of guys that have done this before. Ronald Darby's won a Super Bowl. We got a few guys. But for the most part, it's a bunch of young guys that don't know better. Should be fun. They prone to making mistakes too, just like us. They ain't been here before. All right. See, I think I got some more super chats. Got another one here from 101 Dumars. Thank you for the super chat. 101 Dumars, who writes, Chase Young running off the field yelling, I want Tom Brady. I want Tom. I'm coming for you. Love it. Aha. I didn't know he did that. I wouldn't have done that myself, but I would love him to get that notch under his belt, you know? Be able to say, I bagged Tom Brady. Because we don't know how much longer Tom's going to play. But we'd love for him to say, yeah, I got me some of TB12 before he went. If he played, and Tom signed a 2-year deal, so I think he'll be back whether they win it or not in Tampa next year. And we'll play Tampa. Well, Tampa technically didn't win the division, so we don't have to see Tampa next year. Don't know what division we're supposed to play. Obviously, that information is already out there, so we could find out what division we play in the NFC next year. But I'd love to get a piece of Tom. I'd love for him and Montez. Why not? Let's have a fiesta. Fiesta. I'd love to see them guys have a party. They're capable. Very capable. Ty Bachtel, thank you for the super chat, Ty. Really appreciate you. Hunter Hodovic, thank you for your 4th super chat of the night. Greatly appreciate you. Hunter Hodovic writes, our pick is going to be over 19 in the first round. Who you feeling? Still going after a QB? Got to see how it falls. Again, this is why it's important to see how the draft plays out, because you don't really know. First of all, free agency has to play out. We really don't know what this team is going to do in free agency. It may take a few needs off the board, and it allows you to go maybe elsewhere and focus on a different position. Again, if a quarterback that they love is available at wherever we pick, and I don't want to put a cap on it, because we could end up with 19, we could end up with 22, we could end up with 27. Who knows where the hell we're going to end up? Whatever the case may be, if a guy that they love is there at quarterback, you take him. Gives you the 5th-year option, gives you the benefit to allow him to sit and learn for a year or two if need be. But if there's a guy that's 5 picks away and you love him, go and get him. And it won't cost you as much as it would have to go and get him as if you were at 6 trying to get to 2 like we were once upon a time with Robert Griffin III. If you're at 20 and you want to get up to 15, it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to move up 5 spots from 20 to 15. So, again, what are we looking at? What do we need? What do we do in free agency? Who do we re-sign? Who do we allow to walk away? These are all things that are going to come into play. I want a quarterback. I've mixed no words, made no bones about it. I want a quarterback. I want a young boy. But they may not be thinking that way. They may be thinking, we need a veteran to come in here and help us win right now. We're ready to go right now. And a young boy is going to set us back 2 years. We're not willing to wait. I don't know. We're going to see. I still want a quarterback. And I don't know who's going to be available. I don't know who's going to fall in love with what quarterback. I haven't done the homework yet. I told you, give me a month after the season's over. We'll be able to sit here and have these conversations about this position, this player, that player, and all the players in between. Sean, HTTR forever. Thank you for doubling up. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Sean, HTTR forever, who writes, Desmond Ridder. Good steal in the draft, possibly. I don't know. Again, I got to do my homework on Desmond Ridder. We'll see where he falls. I told you there's a lot of draftable quarterbacks. And so we'll see. Cincinnati finished up the season, almost beat Georgia in the bowl game. We'll see. There's a lot of tape on all these quarterbacks. Plenty of tape to scour over and to really figure out what these guys are capable of, how they translate to the league. Do they fit what we do here with Scott Turner as our offensive coordinator? It's a lot to digest. We'll see. Robert Meredith, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Robert Meredith, who writes, it's impressive that we won it with a half-crippled quarterback and an injured receiver and running back, HTTR. It is. You could tell Terry wasn't 100%, but he gutted it out, and he was big. He made some big catches, including that touchdown grab. That was a massive catch. You know, we didn't know it at the time, but we weren't going to score that many points in this game. You know, that was one of the few touchdowns that we were able to construct in this game. That was huge. That's third down, too. He didn't catch that. It's a field goal. Terry was huge. What about being pinned up against your own goal line after they went for it on 4th and goal from the 4? Terry makes a catch where Alex throws it low. He digs it out and then turns around and dives and gets a first down. That's massive. It's massive. Terry was huge. Gibson with some big runs at the end of the game. Gibson had a good game. 19 carries, 75 yards. Gibby had a really good performance today. And you know he's banged up. Door Gunner. Thank you for the super chat, Door Gunner. Greatly appreciate you. Door Gunner writes, it's 9 a.m. here in Iraq, Lou. Just woke up to some of the best news in a long time. Hopefully we can do some damage in the playoffs. Enjoy you, Lou. Enjoy you, Door Gunner. And again, thank you for all that you do for us here. I can't thank you enough for your service. And I'm glad that you were able to wake up to this tremendous news. I'm excited. I really am. I'm really excited. This is what I wanted this year. Jason Files. Thank you for the super chat. Jason Files, greatly appreciate you. Who writes, house money. I can watch next week's game with no stress. Oh, you're going to be stressed. It feels that way in the moment. Because we don't belong here. Like, yeah, it's cool to play that role. But once we get in the game, you're gonna be a wreck. You're gonna be nervous. And there's no such thing as a stress-free playoff game, or any big game for that matter. No such thing. You get to be stress-free in week 2 against the Cleveland Browns. You get to be stress-free then. You're not stress-free in the playoffs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it sounds good. Yeah, we're playing with house money. I've already said we're playing with house money. Doesn't mean I don't want to lose my money. Aaron Easton, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Aaron Easton writes, NFC East is Brady's worst nightmare. Much love, DMV from L.A. Chase Young, best player of the 2020 draft. I know we got ourselves a hell of a football player that is going to lead this organization, and hopefully he's able to turn the reins over to a quarterback. If not, at least we know we got ourselves a leader, regardless of what. Whether we got a quarterback that can assume that role or not, we got ourselves a leader. You know, Jack Del Rio, you heard his comp for him in terms of leadership is Ray Lewis. That's saying a lot. Saying a hell of a lot. Brady struggled with the NFC East. Let's see if we can't continue that. You know, everybody except Dallas has gotten a piece of Brady in the postseason and had some success. Eagles got him in the Super Bowl. The Giants got him twice in the Super Bowl. I'd love to get a piece of him in the playoffs. And let's see what happens. See what happens. See if I got another super chat. I do. This one is from Chauncey Davis. Thank you for your 5th super chat of the night, Chauncey Davis. We here with it. Can't see you. Really appreciate you. Chauncey writes, Lou, is J.D. McKissick okay? He was limping in the first half. He came back and he played and he looked fine. Obviously, we got to see what happened because you can be fine in the moment. It's your adrenaline's pumping and, you know, the blood hasn't had a chance to settle. I hope he just banged his knee and he's fine because if it's his ankle, we could be in some trouble. If it's his knee and he just banged his knee, like you've hit knees with somebody before. You've banged your kneecap on the ground and, you know, for a little while, you know how they talk about your funny bone when you hit your elbow and your arm kind of goes numb and shit feels tingly and it doesn't feel the best. First of all, whoever named that the funny bone is an ass, because there's nothing funny about hitting your damn funny bone. There's nothing funny about your elbow, hitting the corner of your damn elbow. However, you know that feeling. And when you do that with your knee, you can barely move. You know, you can barely walk. You got a limp, obviously. He came back and he looked no worse for the wear. So I'm hoping it's not an ankle, but just like we saw with Terry. Terry finished that game against Seattle. We didn't know his ankle had gotten dramatically worse, and he couldn't play the next week. So let's hope it's not an ankle injury. Let's hope he just banged his knee or something like that. If it's his ankle, we're in trouble, because without JD's 8-9 catches a week out of the backfield with Alex in the lineup, we got no chance. Sean, HTTR forever. Thank you for tripling up. Greatly appreciate you, Sean, who writes, we're just a QB away. Can only imagine the future. It's, I'm telling you, man. That's why this was so big, because the foundation is set. And now we just got to find that guy. Winning was more important than positioning yourself for a draft pick that doesn't insure you. The only pick that insures you anything is one. You get to pick the guy. That's why last year was so big, which is why I was on board with tanking. And I hate that phrase. I hate that mindset. But we knew Joe Burrow was going 1. We knew Cincinnati was taking him. And if they didn't want him, we'd take him at 2. But that's why we needed to be at 2, because we needed to know either we getting Burrow or we getting Chase Young. One way or the other, we're getting a game-changing player. A guy that's going to change the game forever with our organization. You weren't going to get that this year. You weren't going to be bad enough. I told you Rivera was going to show up here, and there was no way we were going. Rivera was good for 3 wins by himself. We were 3-13 last year. At minimum, Rivera and the combination of Del Rio and Rivera were good for 3 wins by themselves. That's 6. You're not getting a top 10 pick with 6 wins. You're just not. That's why I feel like the Eagles, they seriously were like, we don't want to be on the fringe of the top 10. We win. It changes drastically 5, and they've got the tie, so that would have made it worse for them. You go from 4 wins to 5, they might have been on the outside of the top 10 looking in, like 10 or 11. With that tie, they would have leapfrogged every single team with 5 wins. They would have went ahead of those guys. They couldn't afford to win this game. That's the only explanation I got for them putting Nate Sudfeld in. They wanted no parts of being anywhere more than 6, which is where they were coming into this game. They wanted no parts of 9, 10, 11, or 12, which is where they would have been had they won. Wanted no parts of it. And that's fine. 6 can get you something. You're in the top 7. You can get you something. Elite. No matter what we did, we weren't going to end up in the top 10. Not after we won 4 in a row and got to 6 and 7. We could have lost out, got to 6 and 10. We still were going to be drafting outside the top 10. You were better off winning this division. It meant more to where we're going to win this division, get these guys this experience so that they can set the bar a lot higher for themselves, and we'll figure out the quarterback. You don't have to draft a guy at 1 or 2 or 5 to get a guy in this league. You don't have to do that. I trust, hopefully Kyle Smith is going to be here. I trust Kyle Smith. I love where we are. Ty Bachtel, thank you for the super chat. Ty, greatly appreciate you, who writes, tough being a Washington football team fan in Texas sometimes, but not tonight. This one's for you, Ty. Celebrate. Represent. Yeah, it can be tough. You got all that Dallas content, all that, the Texans, depending on what part of the Texas you live in. You got all that Cowboys and Texans content around you. Everything is Dallas, 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 Houston, Houston, Houston. F all of that. Represent. You run this division now. Hopefully, it'll be for just more than 1 year. Got another super chat from Hunter Hodovic. Thank you for the super chat. Your 5th of the night. Really appreciate you, Hunter Hodovic, who writes, Logan Thomas is becoming one of my favorites on this team. He got up slow, too, after a play earlier in this game, too. That's something to keep in mind. Hopefully he's okay. I got the Chase jersey for Christmas. Am I a fool for Logan's next? Wait for an extension. You might want to make sure he's hanging around before you invest. I mean, he's 29 years old. It's not like he's a spring chicken. So I don't think he's going anywhere. And this is home for him. That, like, if you listen to Logan talk, he's mentioned several times that part of the reason he had offers from, like, the Steelers was a team that was really interested. He had offers from multiple teams. He chose here because of the connection to home. Remember, he went to Virginia Tech. He grew up in this area. So it was an easy decision for him to come home. And I think he likes this team. I think he likes the coaching staff. I think he likes the players on his team. And most importantly, I think he likes being close to home. You know, and so I don't think he's going anywhere. So if you want to cop that Logan jersey, go ahead. I think you're pretty safe in doing that. Don't think he's going anywhere. Enigma RJ. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Enigma RJ writes, Ron's playing. Ron's playing. Indeed. Indeed. All right. I think that was the final super chat. We got through them all. What a night. What a night. What a night. What a night. I can't stop smiling. It's going to be a hell of a week. I'm not going to be able to stop smiling all week, you know. I know all of the challenges that the Buccaneers pose. I know what lies ahead of us. It's not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. And if we play the way we played tonight, there could be an ass whooping in our future. I'm aware of all of this. However, I think that we just needed to get in. We just needed to get in, and we did. I think you're going to see a much more spirited effort. It's going to be a ton of energy. Sucks that there won't be any fans in the stands because they could have fed off of that energy, but it's no here nor there. Bottom line is, the Washington football team are your 2020 NFC East champions. Who thought that they'd be able to say that before this season started? Who thought they'd be able to say that after a 1-5 start? Who thought they'd be able to say that after a 2-7 start? And now you're on Alex Smith, your third quarterback of the season. Who thought that we'd be able to say that? But here we are. NFC East champs. How sweet it is. How sweet it is indeed. I've kept you for long enough. I'm going to allow you guys to glide to the side. I really do appreciate you guys for all that you've done this year. And we're not done yet. We're still chasing after something bigger. So, from all of you guys out there, for all of you out there, guys and gals of the Washington football team, I'm going to do this one more time for y'all tonight. And any other fan base that's out there, listen up. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. We in the building. Stand up. Washington football team fans. Did it. We the champs. Come get some. We ain't done by any stretch of the imagination. But this feels like the beginning of something big. And that's enough for everything that we've went through this season with the name change and the slow start and the Dwayne nonsense. The fact that this feels different gives me hope. Never felt confident in Jay Gruden, even though I didn't want to get rid of him. This feels different. A lot different. Got a few more super chats before we go. Let's see. Got a super chat here from Chauncey Davis, thank you for your super chat. I done lost count of how many times you super chatted. We gonna go with the windshield wiper 6 for you, Chauncey. Really appreciate you. Chauncey writes, Lou, I appreciate all you do, but the boss, my wife said, shut it down. Thanks. Hey, I'm almost there. I feel you, Chauncey. It's 1:35. Normally these don't go past an hour and 30 minutes. Usually like an hour and 10, 15 minutes. We rolling past 2 hours now, so I get it. And your wife is not wrong, okay? She is not wrong. Hey, I appreciate you, Chauncey. Sleep well, man. I know you will. CGM87, thank you for your third super chat of the night, tripling up. Greatly appreciate it. Might be your fourth. Either way, CGM87 writes, Lou, when some clown ass blames Doug or we're a losing team, just remind them the 2010 Seattle Seahawks had the same 7-9 record. No one gave them a chance and they won. And don't forget about the 7-8-1 2014 Carolina Panthers, who did the same thing against Arizona in the postseason. So I'm not worried at all. Trust me. Sean, HTTR forever. Thank you for your fourth super chat of the night. Greatly appreciate you. Sean, HTTR forever writes, I got a feeling Ron will sign Cam this offseason and we'll take a quarterback in the later rounds. We'll save money, good investment. I don't think he's going to take Cam. I don't think he's going to pick up Cam at all. Cam stinks. I told you, I think Cam is going to be on the free agent market, and unless somebody gets hurt or Cam is willing to accept a backup role somewhere, I think you might have seen the last of Cam Newton. We'll see. I don't want to say that he's not going to get an opportunity, but Cam Newton stinks. Period. CGM87, thank you for another super chat, your fifth of the night. Greatly appreciate you. CGM87 writes, by the way, happy belated Purge Day on 12/30. Yes, I think we talked about that last week. Feels good. Feels good. Whew. Anyway, that was the last super chat. You guys get some rest. Enjoy this. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still amped. I'm going to go gobble up all the Washington content I can, all these interviews and pressers and all the IG posts and all of that. I'm going to just go eat all of that shit up. I shouldn't be eating this late, but I'm not going to sleep anytime soon, so what difference does it make, right? Gobble all this shit up and take a bath, and I'm going to watch some more after I get out of the shower. And I'll be up for a while. Don't mind me. You go get some rest. It'll be here when you get up in the morning, right? That's what I tell myself. I should tell myself, but I'm not. I'm just too excited. Celebrate! Washington football team. NFC East champions. Damn, that got a nice ring to it. You guys have a good one, man. If you haven't already done so, real quick, hit that sub button. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And hit that like button if you haven't already hit it. We're over 400 likes. I really appreciate you. But if you haven't, still 900 of you out there, hit the like button for me on the way out. With that said, I thank you guys so much for all the love and support. That makes this feel so much sweeter, doesn't it? You got to admit, doesn't it? All the trials and tribulations, all the hardships, makes moments like this feel that much better. And there are more in store for us. I promise you. We're not done. We're not done. Stick around a while. We're going to see some things together. Until next time, I'm your man, Louie T. Washington football team. NFC East champs. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. RJ Enigma, thank you for doubling up on the way out. Who writes, Happy Thanksgiving, Lou. LOL. Same to you. You guys have a great night. Take care.